You just spent $60 million on a cable that pulls small metal boxes up a mountain. Not a highway, not an airport. A single steel cable strung between towers, dragging cabins full of tourists and commuters straight up a slope. And somehow, this simple mechanical loop is one of the most reliable moneymakers in the transportation world. Welcome to the surprisingly clever world of owning a cable car system. Because today, you own a machine that solves a problem no road or train track can easily fix. Getting people up a mountain fast. Every single trip, every single day. Let's talk about what you actually purchased. A cable car system isn't really a vehicle business. It's a fixed piece of transportation infrastructure built around one continuous loop of steel cable. Somewhere out there, a city, resort, or mountain community faces a brutal geography problem. Maybe the terrain is too steep for buses or trains to climb efficiently. Maybe traffic below is so congested that a road trip takes an hour to cover what the cable car does in 10 minutes. Your system is the shortcut through the air, and shortcuts like that command real pricing power. Cable car systems generally fall into two categories: public transit systems run by city governments, and privately owned or concession-operated systems that companies like yours can actually run. You've landed a concession-operated system, and that changes your entire relationship with the local government. Unlike a fully public system, you negotiate ticket pricing within limits, manage your own staffing and maintenance, and keep the profits instead of routing them through a municipal budget. Historically, cable cars trace back over a century to mountain mining towns and early ski resorts that needed a mechanical way to move people and goods uphill. The model barely changed at its core: pull cabins along a fixed cable, over and over, all day long. So how does buying a cable car system actually work? You don't browse a business listing for aerial transportation systems. These deals happen through infrastructure concessions, government tenders, or direct negotiations with cities looking to privatize operations. Your $60 million price tag covers the towers, the cable machinery, the cabins, and the exclusive right to operate the route for a set number of years. If your concession agreement runs for 30 years instead of 15, that extra time alone can significantly increase what buyers are willing to pay. Before you sign anything, you had to survive months of technical and financial due diligence. Engineers inspected every cable, every tower, every gearbox for wear and remaining structural life. Traffic analysts studied ridership patterns to confirm tourist and commuter demand would stay strong for years. Lawyers checked whether your concession agreement guaranteed exclusive rights or could be challenged by a new competing route. And regulators had to approve the transfer, because passenger safety oversight for aerial transportation is extremely strict. Financing a purchase this size rarely comes from one source. You likely combined your own capital, infrastructure bonds, and loans from lenders who specialize in transportation-backed financing. That's the interesting part of cable car ownership. Ticket revenue is remarkably predictable once the tourist and commuter patterns settle into place. Your first morning as the owner starts before the first cabin even leaves the station. Maintenance crews are already inspecting the cable and running test cycles before opening to the public. You watch the first cabins fill with tourists, workers, and commuters heading up the mountain for the day. Every ticket sold might earn you just a few dollars, but the volume adds up fast during peak hours. Every cabin that departs carries dozens of paying passengers on a loop that never really stops moving. Multiply that by hundreds of trips a day, and the revenue potential becomes obvious very quickly. You check the control room, where sensors monitor cable tension, cabin speed, and weather conditions in real time. This isn't just transportation, it's a data operation, tracking every trip, every passenger count, every mechanical reading around the clock. Now let's follow the money, because this is where cable car economics get genuinely fascinating. Your revenue comes almost entirely from ticket sales, but pricing varies significantly by rider type. Tourists visiting for the view typically pay the highest ticket price of the day. Daily commuters using monthly passes pay a steeply discounted rate in exchange for guaranteed, predictable volume. Some systems add premium experiences, like private cabins or sunset rides, to boost revenue further. Others focus purely on maximizing daily rider volume to keep cabins consistently full. On a well-located system, daily revenue can range from $20,000 to well over $200,000, depending on location and tourist demand. Annualized, that's tens of millions of dollars flowing in from a system that, once built, requires no fuel, no roads, and minimal daily operating complexity. Your expenses are surprisingly concentrated compared to most transportation businesses. Maintenance costs are significant. since cable systems require constant inspection to meet strict safety standards. Staffing costs cover station operators, mechanics, and safety personnel working in shifts throughout operating hours. Insurance costs are steep, because insuring a system that carries thousands of passengers daily over open air is never cheap. Energy costs are relatively modest, since the system runs on electric motors rather than fuel-burning engines. Many well-run cable car systems operate with profit margins between 30 and 50%. Strong numbers for a transportation asset. Of course, nothing this steady comes without serious headaches. Problem number 1. Weather dependency. High winds or severe weather can force temporary shutdowns, instantly cutting off your daily revenue. Problem number 2. Mechanical failure risk. A single cable or gearbox issue can ground the entire system for days while repairs are completed. Problem number 3. Tourism sensitivity. A decline in tourism due to economic downturns or shifting travel trends can significantly reduce your ridership. Problem number 4. Concession expiration. When your operating agreement eventually expires, the local government could choose not to renew it or award it to a competitor. Problem number 5. Liability exposure. Aerial transportation carries serious safety risks, and any accident can result in massive legal and reputational damage. And problem number 6, maybe the scariest one. Political pressure on pricing. Local officials may push hard against ticket price increases, especially if commuters view the system as essential public transit. That means even a highly profitable system can in theory face pricing restrictions that limit your long-term returns. So, is owning a cable car system actually worth it? Financially, few transportation assets combine this level of tourist appeal with genuine commuter necessity. Tourists keep visiting scenic destinations regardless of the broader economy. Commuters still need to get up the mountain regardless of how congested the roads below become. Your system captures a slice of both worlds at once, because as long as people need to go up, someone needs to run the cable. But you're not just buying cabins and cable. You're buying weather exposure, mechanical responsibility, and a ticking concession clock all at once. The smartest owners treat their system less like a personal cash machine and more like essential mountain infrastructure that happens to generate excellent returns. Keep your maintenance schedule flawless, keep your relationship with regulators strong, and keep your pricing reasonable enough to avoid public backlash. Do that, and your $60 million cable car system could generate steady, dependable returns for the life of your concession, quietly moving people the entire time. So congratulations, you didn't just buy a cable car system. You bought a mechanical shortcut through the sky. One cabin, one trip, and one ticket at a time.